Everybody, it's Mark with Mark's Home Hobbies. I just got a little package in the mail. Let's see what it is. See if we can get it open here with one hand. I don't know what this is. It just came in the mail, and I don't remember ordering anything, but wow. What the heck is this? It is a Bravo Monster DC Romeo Ultra 172. Can't read that. Sunflower. Explore the magic of the unknown. Wow. This is pretty terrific. Type-C charging cable, 3 AAA alkaline batteries, screwdriver, and tweezer. And this is, it's upside down. Let's see what that says. Bravo Monster, chargeable battery. Yeah. Yep, I think it says the same thing. It says the same thing on this side. Bravo Monster. Yeah. Let's get this box open and see what this Bravo Monster is all about here. This is incredible. Let me open this box up. I'll bring you back. I can't do it one-handed. Alright, we got the Bravo Monster open here. Yeah, there's the batteries included. There's a USB handy Type-C cable. And it looks like a small screwdriver. Pretty nice. Looks really good. And little tweezers. Well packaged. Bravo Monster. Just to remind us what's in the box. Let's see if we can get this top section open. I'll bring you back when I get that open. Alright, and we have something else right here. I don't know what that is. Huh. Well, we're going to find out. It's very interesting here. Alright, let's see if we can get something else out here now. And what we can drag out with our hands here. Alright, this is... That looks like some type of a controller. Yeah. Very interesting. Happy mode, monster mode, and sticks calibration. Mode switch. Let's see what it says on the other side here. It says turn over upside down. Binding instructions. Oh, well that's helpful. Turn on the car and controller. Remove the car's battery cover. Wow, this is incredible. Huh. Bravo Monster. Oh, and what do we got here? Sticker pack. Alright. Man, that is sweet. Doggone it. Sweet. Let's keep going. Here this looks like instruction. A roll of instructions. Beautiful. I'll unroll that. We got to make sure we read the manual. RTFM, as they say. Looks like a pretty detailed manual. And there's one more little item inside the box that we have yet to get out. And that would be this. The actual Bravo Monster himself. That is very, very cool. Wow. I did not know that this was going to be this cool. It looks very interesting. I've never seen a car shaped quite like that before. Huh. I want to see what it looks like up close and personal. Mark's Home Hobbies, we like to investigate the unusual and the unknown. And we do it in a way, we bring it to you so that you can understand everything and see it, just as we do it. Now, let's see what this looks like here. Alright, we got the Bravo Monster out. And it has some kind of cool tires on there. They got some kind of cool tread on there. And I don't want to force the steering or anything. I want to fire it up first and make sure everything's working just right. Try to get you in close there so you can see what's going on. Looks like a pretty substantial unit there. You can see the body screws on there. I'm not going to disassemble it. I'm going to play it. Yeah, man, that looks like a jet on the back there. Looks like it's probably got some taillights of some type in there. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know what it all has as of yet. That will be the next segment of the video, putting the batteries in, reading the instructions first, and firing it up. Stay tuned for that. Though really it is, and it's very interesting because it's fully proportional, and the fact that, you know, you can steer it however you want to, and it's very nicely built, very well done. Has suspension on the front, you know, a little tiny bit. There's little small springs, but very nice, you know. It has rubber tires on there, which are not really very big, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not an expert at these small RC cars or anything. Being in the U.S., we don't really have access to the stuff that is in some of the other countries in the world, but we're trying, you know, we're making friends, and that's the way we like it. I like everybody's stuff, to tell you the truth, and I think this is great. This is a great car. The target market for this car is, you know, is probably young teens, you know, but very nice. If you want something that's better quality and it's going to last you for a while, you know, your kid's not just going to break it in 5 seconds, and, you know, you could hit something with fairly good force. I mean, not saying that it's indestructible or anything, and by no means, and but it was very well done, and looks like it's well engineered, and it's going to last a long time. And I'll tell you, I just took a few test laps with it, and there's 2 modes with this vehicle right here. We're going to call it a truck. That's what it kind of looks like, a monster truck. So I think that's what they were getting at there. Yeah, so I think who they were targeting this after was possibly Turbo Racing C81, maybe, you know, a little monster truck that they have. It's about the same size as that, the same scale. So I think that's their competition. And it has a light in the back here. That's pretty cool. And it has, yeah, you know, it's very nicely done. The controller lights up with various modes of RGB lighting and things, and it's very easy to use, very easy to charge up. There's, you know, very little to really do on it. They provide you with the little tweezers here for, you know, keeping it clean. You should always clean your track before you do anything, because, you know, if you're running it outside, or if you're running it, you know, heaven forbid, outside, I don't know how you could run it outside because it's so small. Any crack would be devastating to this truck. So you really need to have a surface such as this, or maybe perhaps something like that, and run it, and make sure you take a broom and you sweep it up first before you do any running, because otherwise you're gonna collect a lot of hair around these axles, and you're gonna collect a lot of dirt inside. And, you know, these parts are very small and very precise, and one little speck of dirt in there, and it can be a catastrophe. Another thing that I liked about this little RC car is that they provide you with a sticker set. That's very cool, and they show you exactly how to put it on. They give you some precautions. I'm sorry about the lighting there. I still don't have any good lights in here. Yeah, they give you some precautions on there and how you're supposed to, you know, prep the body of the truck and before you do it. And it's called the Bravo Monster. Although there's several different other models because it has a lot of features that I think are very, very nice, and I would recommend it wholeheartedly. Like I said, I'm going to give more details on it in the description, and as the video goes on and I find out more about it. It's all new to me. I just got it an hour ago. So basically you're seeing it the first time I am, and I haven't really come across this one. So, but it's the model is the DC, I think it's a DC Bravo 700, which according to what I can read out of the instructions is this has a 600 milliamp battery in it, where the other ones only have a 60 or 75 milliamp battery. So I'm going to assume those are just regular cars, I mean, where this one is supposed to be a monster truck, and has bigger diameter tires and rims most likely, and is built to take a little bit more punishment, obviously. And yeah, so that's what I think the difference is. But I haven't seen the other models yet, so I can't be for sure. So don't quote me. But I kind of like that they sent me this one, because this one here will run for, they say, 50 minutes. I've already ran it for maybe about 5 minutes or so just to get the hang of it, because I don't really use these type of controllers that much. I've used them in the past with drones and everything, but I never really tried driving with one recently. Ever since I was in the hobby business, I was a manager of a hobby shop some 20 years ago, and yeah, I never really ran across any cars that were using this type of controller, but nowadays it's very common. More common to probably other countries than it is here, but nonetheless, it's still a very functional controller, and this is proportional, as I said, so if you turn a little bit, it turns a little bit. You push on the throttle a little bit, you get a little bit of throttle. It's not a jerky motion, it's very smooth. You can steer very precisely, but you won't be able to steer very precisely at some of the speeds that you're going to be able to achieve with this model here, which was what I was getting to before with the two modes. It has two modes. It has the first mode, which is called Happy Mode, which is the mode that it comes stock with, and you fire up the controller, you push the power button, and you bind your car. It has a little binding hole where you put a toothpick in there, and you bind the car, and you do that really easy. You just turn it on and put a toothpick in there, and the light stays on, and you're good. Yeah, but anyways, and then the second mode is called Monster Mode, and so I put it in Monster Mode just to see what that was all about, because that sounded pretty interesting. And lo and behold, it is pretty monstrous. I have to admit, it's very fast. The vehicle can go right out of control, and it's very fun. I mean, that's nice. The radio is very sensitive when it's traveling at that rate, and if I'm making recommendations to the manufacturers or whatever, I would say put a dual rate control on the radio, so that way you can fine tune the throttle response and the steering response, because it is, I think it's an FHSS type radio, the frequency type. I'll have to go in the instructions and look at that, so that may not be right. So anyways, it is a radio that's compatible with other radios, which I find very interesting and very nice too, because it may be compatible with a wheel radio. So I'll have to do my homework and find out which one of my many wheel radios is that type of standard, broadcasting standard for the signal, and see if I've got a wheel radio that will work with this little unit. That would make it 100% more easier to drive for me, and 100% more fun. Not that it's not fun already. It's great. I like it for what it is, and I think the price point, I'm not sure what the price point is at this point. I have to get further information. But in any event, at this point of the video, I just want to tell everybody that this product was furnished to me, no charge. What you're hearing is my basically unbiased, honest opinion of the product. So it's in the name of the company is deepcomputing.io. So I think that's where the name DC for the DC Bravo, that's where that comes in. I don't know. I could be just guessing, but I don't know enough about the company yet to really know. But I know that they make a pretty good product and they package it well. And if it has a good price point, they got a winner product here. And one other thing that I noticed, now I know probably DCComputing.io is probably not going to like when I tell them this, but this is Turbo Racing, one of the competitors. This is one of the bodies that I have from one of their cars. And if you take this DC Bravo Monster and you put this body on it like this, and take it over in light here. Let's see if we can line it up here so we can get a good view of it. Gee, that looks like it would fit on there, doesn't it? Huh. Wow. Would that ever look stunning? Man, oh, it's like, what does this guy think of next? I'll tell you. Are you seeing that, Deep Computing IO guys? Maybe you might want to, try to do something with that, or maybe I could try 3D print something up and see if I can do it and make it work. Paint this body up or something and make it into something special. Yeah, I'm not trying to take anything away from their product or anything like that, but I just thought that was pretty interesting. This is a great product, though. It really is. It's really nice, and it's well made. It's a handful. It really weighs, and I'm thinking just by the way that it's built that it's going to last a long time. I would give this to a young child and buy one for myself just so we could race. It would be very fun. You're probably wanting to see this thing in action, right? I know you are. I know I am. I want to race it around too, just to show you how it is, because it's actually pretty nice. Now, it's not a steering wheel radio or anything, but it is nice for what it is. For the stick radio, it's the action on the radio is actually pretty good, and it is very responsive, and the car weighs enough to where it can handle a fair amount of speed. Now, they do warn you that if you run it in monster mode, you're not going to get 50 minutes worth of power. It says variable, depending on how you drive. That's going to influence a lot, because happy mode, you can max her out or pretty close to it. I mean, you can get in trouble in happy mode too, but only if you're a really new driver or if you're somebody that's not really familiar with the controls just yet. But once you get familiar with it, you should have no problems with happy mode. You should be able to drive a track like this full speed all the way around and be able to negotiate the corners at that radius right there. It's just the straights, you just got to remember not to hit the steering too hard, and that's it, because very delicate steering at that speed. So like I said before, a dual rate system on the radio would be ideal. Many of the wheel radios that I have do have a dual rate for those controls. So if I can find one that works with it and it's compatible, I'll bind this up with that radio, and then I will, I will show you what that's all about. But that'll be another video. We want to make sure that DeepComputing.io, we want to make sure that this product gets out, because, man, I think there could be some real racing action, crashing and bashing, and I'd like to see their other models too, to tell you the truth. If they're anything like this one, I would definitely enjoy those. But I don't even know if I'm going to put all the stickers on it. I kind of like it like this. I might put, a couple of them on there, but I kind of prefer them like this. Put my own details on there. But yeah, so anyways, if you want to see it drive, I'm trying to build my channel up, so stay tuned for the next video, and I'm going to show you this thing driving, and you're going to want one. Let me tell you, if you're anything like me, it's very fast. You're going to have one of these things, so I'm going to leave it at that. Details will follow as I get them. I'll post them. Thanks a lot for watching my video, and stay tuned for more on the DC Bravo Monster. And we're going to see more of this one, I think. Okay, like and subscribe. Trying to get to 500 there, everybody. If you could help me out there, I'd really appreciate it. Even if we only see each other this time and you're just checking this thing out first time like me. Man, it's free. Just hit subscribe, okay? Please help a dude out. I'm begging you here, okay? Anyways, with all that begging and all that, and great review of this great product here, DC Bravo 700 Bravo Monster. Got to get you one of these things, man. Anyway, have a good weekend, everybody. It's Mark with Mark's Home Hobbies. Catch you in the next one. We can get a picture of the Bravo Master here. So what you would do normally when you want to race. So since we want to use the monster mode, we're going to just simply push up on this like this and then hit the power button. And let's try turn left and go fast. Let's trim it out a little bit so we can get going straight. That's pretty good. It's very fast steering, so see, as you can see, I'm not used to this car yet, so forgive me if I don't drive it all that great. Not a good driver at all. Not with these kind of radios, anyway. See, it's very quick action on that steering. So if they had a dual rate on the steering, it would be much better. Oh, very cool. Whoa. Whoa. I really want to show you full speed. Let's do from a standing start right here. Wow. And this again is monster mode right here. So be careful when you're running in this mode because it turns very quick. It has those rubber wheels on, so it grips the track very well. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the radio off. I'm going to turn that off for a second. And now your car will start flashing over there, meaning that there's no radio available. So if that ever happens to you, that's what it means. Now you can turn it just on like this, and you'll see the car's no longer flashing over there, and the radio's on. Now this is what they call happy mode. This is full throttle. Whoa. This is full throttle and happy mode, so. Whoa. Very twitchy on the steering. Dual rate definitely needed. But still fun. Very challenging. A very challenging RC car. Whoa. Doing more time driving sideways than anything else. Alright, now we're getting the hang of it. Ooh, almost. Whoa. Some race car driver you are, man. Very fun, very fun. And challenging, too. Whoever said that driving an oval racetrack could be easy, right? They've never done it. Not with one of these. I think if it had a little bit less traction on the wheels, then it would be better. It wouldn't be so twitchy. I'm gonna have to explore that option. 3D printer. Maybe we could print some TPU or something like that. Though it would still be kind of rubbery, but not quite as soft. So, like I said, happy mode, you'll be able to get quite a few hot laps in there on full throttle. This is full throttle right now. And if you just learn how to kind of just lay your thumb on there just a little bit, and don't get too stick happy there, you'll be okay. You'll figure it out after a few minutes. Whoop. When you get in trouble, that's when you got to let off and just ease on back into it. Now he's stuck. Turn left and go fast. I'll have to find an FHSS receiver so I can have sound. I'll hook up the monster truck noises to this baby so we can have real racing action. Oh! Come on, man. Get it together, man. Get it together. It's very sensitive on that steering wheel. Very sensitive. And when you turn it, turns it now. That thing has great steering ability, that's for sure. It turns on a dime. Literally on a dime. I'll put a dime on the track and show y'all. Very fun though, very fun. Oh. I suppose I should put some jumps out, eh? See how well this guy takes a jump? Maybe in the next video. When I master happy mode, then I can move on to monster mode. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's very cool. I mean, if it was your first RC car or something like that, and you wanted to, you wanted something that was a little bit better than a cheap dollar store one, and you wanted to have fun with it and not have it break right out of the box or something, this would be the one to get. It's going to be fun for a lot of ages. Yeah. And the battery lasts a long time, you can see. I've done a lot of laps already and done my share of crashing. But nonetheless, it's still very fun. Very challenging. Even for the old man. I'm not that old. I still think it needs to be trimmed a little bit, but when I drive it, it goes pretty straight, so I don't know. I think I just got to get used to the steering more. Oh! Very fun. Very, very fun. I could set up a jump and see if I can jump over these two 1/64ths here with this little guy. I bet you could do it. Yeah. I'll have to set up a jump and try that. But anyways, I won't bore you with too much more driving around. Yeah, it's the Bravo Monster. DC Romeo. Yeah, Bravo Monster DC Romeo. That's what it is, Bravo Monster. It's available on Amazon, I do believe. I'm going to have to check out and see how much this guy goes for. And yeah, so you can see when you accelerate, you get the green light. When you go backwards, you get the flashing green light. Very nice. And then you get the purple all the time lights on underneath, so you get a little ground effects lighting going. And the body kind of almost looks like a 64 Chevrolet Suburban. Almost. I mean, the front is, if it was just a little bit less and a little bit shorter, it would probably pass. That would be sweet, man. I mean, it's already a sweet looking body, but it does kind of look like a Chevy, a really old Chevy pickup truck front end. Kind of nice. Yeah, anyway, this is Mark from Mark's Home Hobbies. You guys have a great day. Run over to Amazon. Pick one of these things up right here. About my buddies at deepcomputing.io, okay? It's a great little truck. You'll have hours, days, years of fun. Take it from me, master of fun. Mark of Mark's Home Hobbies. Catch you in the next one.